Hi, I'm Andy Schmuckler, uh, host of this meeting, uh, A Better Human Story. These days, kind of preoccupied with things having to do with the election, because however big the picture is of all the stuff that's been going on in civilization for a long time, we are really approaching a rather major showdown where the world's most important single nation is about to choose between democracy and fascism. So I'm kind of obsessed with the immediate. And I'm thinking about the meaning of these people standing in these long lines, like in Atlanta that we've seen this week. Whenever I see people standing in long lines to vote, I feel angry. I think that voting should not levy a unnecessary tax. I hate lines in general. I mean, nobody benefits, when you're standing in a grocery store line for a long time. Nobody's benefiting from that. It's just waste. And I don't like, and then there's the fact that the lines are not equally in Democratic and in Republican areas. Partly that's an urban, rural thing. People standing in long lines in 2004 in Cleveland. I would get discouraged. I'm a very political guy in these times, but I would get discouraged. I hate standing in lines. And then you'd hear these stories about somebody having to stand in line for 3 or 4 hours just to cast a vote. It should be a national right that we are going to develop a system where there's enough voting booths and personnel or whatever it takes. So with early voting or election day voting, nobody has to spend more than, say, at the most a half an hour, maybe just 20 minutes to get in and get out and having voted without their time being wasted by standing in line. And then these pictures this week, you see people standing in line. I mean, they're long lines. And it wasn't just like 3 or 4 hours like I think I remember about 2004 in Cleveland, but it was more than an hour and a half people had to stand in line before they could vote. I think that's unforgivable. But at the same time, I see that the way that those people, first day and the second day, we're talking about record-setting numbers of votes. It's signaling to the country something that's real and important, which is important to signal. I mean, the Republicans have got their phony baloney way, according to what I hear, that they're flooding the zone with a lot of bogus polls that make Trump look stronger than he is. But this is actually a true message. It's a way of the pro-democracy side to convey there is passion on our side. We are willing to go and stand for a long time in order to vote on the very first day of early voting. I think that message is unlike the Republican message of strength. It's true. And it is what we've got going for us. I think we're going to win this thing. I don't claim to any kind of certainty. Lord knows that I've been wrong about what I've expected, but my record is generally pretty good. I think we're going to win this thing, and I think we're going to win it because of the reality of what has been shown by these people standing in line, which is the passion is on our side. There is a higher level of enthusiasm, and we're willing to go out there and be in the up to the rafters at these rallies, and we're willing to stand in long lines. It reinforces the message of what's going to win this election, which is the passion of the pro-democracy side to save our country from this fascistic force. Thank you. That's all I got to say on this subject right this minute. If you can support what I do in any way that you feel like, please do. I really do appreciate encouragement. And best of luck to all of us come election day. It's less than 3 weeks away.